Run them likes up. Yes, sir. Hopefully we're good on the audio already. Everybody checking in right now. Oh, now, oh, now, oh, now. We up in here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's time to run them likes up. Wow, you already know what it is. BIGDOGG, DOGGandDAVE, Chico to the C, and the place to be. Checking in for you live and in effect, back and direct. Yes, sir. We are here now. And I just wanted to come to you real quick, like with the Big Dog Chico update, and then we're going to get into the Dog and Dave. Dog and Dave. The Dog and Dave. Got some things to talk about. We're going to talk about some Colorado football, of course, as usual. Get my headphones on before we do anything or can do anything. You know what I'm talking about? If y'all haven't hit the like button, hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button yet, please do so. We can check up in the studio. Take off your shoes before you walk up in here. You dig? If your socks stink, take them off too, man. As a matter of fact, leave them on. Yeah, appreciate you checking in, wherever you're checking in from. Let me know in the comments right now how you're checking in, where you're checking in, international, nationally, whatever it is. Finally, the Big Dog is back with another one. This is a live stream. Got to talk about some things. We're going to look at the top, 50 players in the transfer portal. We're going to talk about Jordan Seaton, of course. Discuss Coach Prime and comments he made about recruiting. Also, we'll talk about, I'm not even going to get on here and say I told you so. Shout out to Coach Hayes and everybody else, man. I'm not even going to get on here and say I told you so. I'm just going to say, hey, just rewind and go back and look at all the other stuff we've done and things I've said. And it seems like it's coming right into fruition. So I guess I'll give us a few shots out. Deuce Bradwell, oh, nah. We up in here. Tony Strickland, Taylor Made, Peter Beast. Got Big Douche, Big 2-1, okay. Memphis, Tennessee up in here. Orange Mound checking in, Clay Orange. Columbus, Ohio, Rhonda Martin, T. Nicole, Baby Girl, Brian Early. Let me see what this says. Brian Early coming to see you. Okay, the H family. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all got more news? Put it in the comments. I can't see everything. I can't get everything. How you end up in Hawaii, Chico? Flew out here. I'm just messing with you, dog. Long story, but I came and played in the Hawaii Bowl back in 2000, early 2000s. Dog and Dave. My dog Dave will be on in about, he'll be on at the top of the hour. So I just wanted to check in early. Go ahead and get you guys checked in, let y'all know that we here. And we will be coming with some updates and news. Springfield, Ohio up in here. We got a new member, P. Holland, just joined the page. If you haven't joined the page yet, y'all make sure y'all go on to my page and join the channel and become an official member. I appreciate it. Oh, now to the Big Dog and the fam. Transforming Eagle said, we up in here, Colorado. Really needs to make a big push for Clemson junior safety Andrew Makuba. He was projected to enter the NFL draft, but decided to enter the transfer portal instead. Okay, great information. LA baby by way of KC Mo. All right. Kansas City up in here. LA checking in. Big Dog. Oh, now. Prince George's County, Maryland. That's how they put Maryland on there. Maryland, Baltimore. Hey, Chico, it was like early Christmas when I heard the news of landing Seaton, right? I heard it. It was live. I got the news while on the stream with Coach Prime and them. I'll tell y'all that story shortly. Hey, Big Dog Chico, can I have your autograph? You is big time on the oh, nah. Big time, oh, nah. Nah, man, we just doing our thing. Coach Hayes still punching the air right now. How did it happen exactly like he said it? Actually, this is how Coach Hayes be punching the air. Coach Hayes, one of the guys that take boxing lessons forever and still go out there and fight like this. Sit your soft ass down. But oh, now, man, he definitely punching the air right now. Dewey, Miss Mel, we checking in. Oh, now Flatbush, Brooklyn. You know how we do it. On my Bulls and on the East Coast. DF Dub up in here, Texas. A lot of visitors this weekend. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of visitors checking in. We got a bunch of beef checking in. About 6 linemen. I think 2 from Houston, a couple players from Vanderbilt, Kentucky. The twins from Kentucky are tough. Hopefully we can land them. But I haven't been really talking about a lot of people, in hopes of getting them. I just wait till they're announced, and then we go like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we also got to go over some Buff Awards before too late. Go over them Buff Awards and so on. Let me see what they're talking about in the comments, though, before I move on to some news and updates. Coach Hayes got to be pissed at the Nebraska quarterback they just picked up in Miami. Okay, they picked up a boy. Yeah, he was former King. He was projected. I think his name's Sims. He was projected to be pretty good though, but he did have a bunch of fumbles this year and some versus Colorado, which helped Colorado win the game. Khalil Benson from Indiana. Yep, headed to visit for CU. Right. Florida Evans. Damn. Run the Table Sports TV. Yo, I read a comment that you made. Are you in Hawaii or are you in California? Holla at your boy. If you was in Hawaii, we could have linked up, dog. But if you're in California, we still do some things. Let me know, though. Y'all check out Run the Table Sports TV when you get a chance. What did the 5 fingers say to the face? What do you think of Seton still taking trips to Oregon in January? He said he's signing on the 20th, right? Is that December 20th? That's what I thought. I don't think he's going to take no trip to Oregon. He's signed, sealed, and ready to go, man. Why take another trip after you just committed this close? I don't think he is. I think that's just rumors. I could be wrong, but I just think it's just rumors. I don't think he's going to Oregon or anywhere else. All right. What's up, though? Run the Table Sports. Let me see. Who else? David Cristobal. Sims is suspect. Tank got a visit at Oregon State this weekend. Good. Robert Coach Prime. RWCP, baby. I wish I could show you. Okay, logo. I'll show y'all the logo probably tomorrow. How about that? Chico, I got a wild theory about Oregon. Prime getting his get back. I'm definitely going to get his get back. We don't worry about that. Khalil Benson, 6'6", 332 pounds, exactly what we need on the offensive line. Coach Hayes just called me crying because you didn't call him for the Zoom call with. All right, so I guess I can go ahead and get into the story real quick of. Yo, wow. Because I get into the story real quick of how I got the news broken to me about Jordan Seaton. And I could probably play it. How about that? Let me see if I can play some of it. And I could probably just give a update, review, reaction / to this. Why not? Let me see. Yeah, December 20th is when he's signing. All right, so look. Real quick little backstory. If I want to share. I can give as much as I want to give right now. All right. So basically, I didn't know the news of Seaton signing at this time. Coach Prime and them obviously knew, but I didn't know. It's 5 o'clock my time. You know what I mean? So I just get awoken. We about to do the interview, and I'm not privy on exactly what we was gonna. I didn't know that. Like I said, I didn't know. I didn't know what was going. Just gonna ask Coach Prime some questions right quick about some other stuff, but then you hear Coach Prime come on all excited, and I'm like, man, what's going on?
Oh yeah, you're here right now, right?
Oh yeah.
Hey, They hurt.
For a minute, I thought y'all gonna laugh. For a minute, I thought he was talking about just to see us three on the screen together. I thought Coach Brown. I was like, wait, what? I don't think Coach Brown would talk like that. But I thought he was like, oh, they hurting now, right? They hurting. They hurting to see us three on here together. So I was like, shoot, yeah. They hurting to see us three on here together. That's right, Coach. But I was like, wait a minute. I don't think Coach would come on here talking like that. Right. And then I just let it play out and see what happened.
Oh, yeah.
They hurt right now, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right now, right?
Hey.
I'm like, damn, I thought he was talking about the three of us. See us. He talking about the signee. I thought he was talking, shoot, they hurt right now to see us three on this thing together, baby. About to high step on them. How you
Tried to tell him.
Oh, I tried to tell
Then Neely said, I tried to tell him. I'm like, hold on, what Neely talking about?
you. Hey, tried to tell you, right?
Speak. I was like, hold on, let me get this right. Speak on the news you're talking about right now, Coach. Speak on the news you're talking about right now, Coach.
Well,
and Coach looking like, man, you don't know, son? You don't know?
I'm just getting into the office this beautiful, wonderful morning because I had some things to attend to. Some verbiage to make sure it's enunciated and pronunciated correctly. And yeah, we just landed a whale. We just landed. You can't get no better than that. It's the best of the best, right?
We just landed a whale. It don't get no better than that. It's best of the best, right? Number one with a bullet, motherfucker. Oh, Big Dave, you ready to go, man? My bad, dog. I'm tripping. Hold on, dog. Let me send my dog Dave the link while I let this play out for a second.
Yeah.
Everybody say what you need. You need what? Oh, you need offensive lineman to protect your quarterback and to run the ball successfully. So you go out and get the best one in the business.
Right. Right. You said starters cost. Starters are not on sale.
Yeah. Right. Well, first of all, this is a high school young man, which is phenomenal. And he and his uncle, this young man wasn't his initiative was not about business. His initiative was about development, was about being in an
Okay, so I hope y'all caught that. You know, as I came in, I was saying that starters are not on sale, but actually looking back on it, Coach Brown was talking about starters in the transfer portal are not on sale. And right now, obviously, Seaton is not in the transfer portal. He's a high school guy. So, of course, no, he's not on sale. And Coach Prime is explaining right here. They didn't come in talking about money or business like that. They came in talking about the opportunity that he has. And just listen to him right here as he breaks this down. Just in case it goes over some people's head, you know what I mean? Just break it down for you guys.
Was not about business. His initiatives was about development.
His initiative was not about business. His initiative was about development. Understand that? Big Seaton came in this thing not talking about NIL, but talking about NFL, just like Coach Prime preaches. So he's right on the mark. You know, just like Coach Prime said, listen, just because you're a 5-star doesn't mean that you fit what we're trying to do. You know, you got to have that right guidance, that right character, the right understanding, the right mindset, and so on. Here we go.
Was about being in an atmosphere that he's conducive with. You got to understand his upbringing, where he's from, track who he is and how he became who he is right now. And then you'll understand the connectivity. We don't sell no dreams. We don't sell no visions. We are who we are. We straight up, and those type of things are the things that win kids over.
Yeah. Talk about the importance. So y'all telling me Bo Nix coming back? I thought that was just a meme. Bo Nix coming back for a super season. Why would he come back after the season he had and should be one of the top quarterbacks taken? Come back and compete with Shedeur, dog. You're going to, all right. You ain't going to be mess around and be the 5th quarterback taken. Mess around and your draft stock drop. You better go while it's hot. I'm trying to come back to win a national championship. Man, you're 36. Go home. Go home. Baby girl laugh out loud. Chico ain't give him the link. I gave him the link. Goodness gracious, y'all calm down. Y'all always wanted. Anyways, importance of getting high school players in and how they can help build your program as far as being the foundation and help the culture and stuff like that.
Well, our way has traditionally been with guys in the portal. That's how we really build who we are and what we have in house. High school kids have nationally gotten the short end of the stick because it's thousands of kids in the portal, and they're older, they're more mature. You got film on them, you got a track record on them, you got plays on them playing against college competition. So
you got thousands of players in the portal, and they're older and already played, and you got film on them.
So that's oftentimes a free agent, like in the pros, is more appetizing than a draft choice, because the draft choice needs development. But when you're able to come across, a Travis Hunter, out of high school, or Dylan Edwards, or some of these kids, even Kamani, even some of these kids that has those intangibles, man, you go get it. You go get it, because instantly, if they have their whole mind and their life together, you can see instant success from these young men, because some of these kids are once in a lifetime type kids, man. And we're praying that the big fella is as well.
Yes. With so many players in the portal, what's the process to evaluate them so quickly to try to get them through your coach's eyes, and then get the offers out so fast before the signing day end of the signing day period?
Well, you evaluate what you need, what you want, and is it a portal kid? Is it a high school kid? What is it? Is it a graduate assistant? Not a graduate assistant, a grad transfer? Or
y'all see that? Just want to make sure, because I see some comments saying, hold on. Join senior. Yeah, y'all let me know any questions y'all have. Go ahead and get the questions in right here. I'll answer them. Shoot. You can answer them, yes. Join senior year, we'll be back. Championship. Is Jaden Daniels leading the Heisman talk? Oh, I don't know who's leading the Heisman talk. I would say off the top, I like Penix. That's what I'll take. I'll take Penix. D-line getting addressed. Yes, D-line is getting addressed. Coach Prime said, and I said this to Coach Hayes, and Coach Prime came back and reiterated and said, listen, we doing things strategically, dog. We letting people, we want everybody to get their just due. We don't want to announce 10, signees at once, and now everybody's getting, some people get overshadowed. Some people get overshadowed by other guys. We don't want to do that, dog. We want to give these guys their just due, their chance to really shine and get, the notoriety and accolades, whatever, from the work that they put in and from signing. They want to sign and get that feedback, so to speak. So we're gonna give that to them, dog. We're gonna give them that opportunity. Why aren't you up there? Because it's off season. I'm at the crib. Oh, now I saw you. I love CC. Oh, now. Hold on. Let me see. Washington winning on the digital. What's good with it, brother? Oh, now Scoop. D-line getting addressed, linebackers, offensive line, tight ends, safeties, cornerback. Shit, every position, really. Every position. All right. We got Dave checking in a second. We'll discuss some things. I know he got some questions.
Young men. When you're dealing with just transfers in the portal, you got to find out the who, the what, the when, the where, the how, and why. Why you got in the portal? Who are you right now? What are your dreams? What are your goals? What is your why? You got to find out all these intangibles, and that requires a lot of homework from the staff that we have here in Boulder. And then the high school kids, how do they fit? Are they mature? How long you think this developmental process is? Okay, if you're heavy with
y'all hear him breaking it down. All right, I got my dog Dave just checked in. Oh, now how you doing, Dave?
Big Dog, man, I'm doing great. I'm so sorry I'm late. Everybody, don't be mad at Big Dog. He's here on time. I'm just a little tardy, man. How are you doing? You've had a busy week, haven't you?
Oh, tardy for the party. Dang, it's sad that I can reference that, tardy for the party. But yeah, busy week, man. Busy week, exciting week. Glad to still be here. You know what I'm saying? How's it been on your end? I've been maintaining, though. How's it been on your end?
Man, it's been awesome. I mean, I'm riding off of that Jordan Seaton commitment high. This is great. And we'll see what happens this weekend. We'll see. But man, I'm pumped. It's been a hilarious week. And I gotta say, Big Dog, I like that you switched up the photos. I like how you have different photos every time that that we're in here.
Yeah, it just take a little, just go up there. I go to get them printed out and put them up in there and go like that. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I love it. But Big Dog, I was thinking about something. I know last time we were talking about the awards, right?
Yeah.
And the idea of offensive lineman of the year was brought up. And I was like, Big Dog. It's like, I can't do it, man. Can't do it. I'm flipping on that. Jordan Seaton's the offensive lineman of the year because we're gonna get a great offensive line because of him. He's the 2023 Buffs offensive lineman of the year. He's my nomination.
I will say he did show a lot of poise, confidence, and swag up there when he was on national television on multiple channels, making like a press run, almost like he's campaigning for something or got an album dropping. He was on everything. So I think that was strategically set up by Coach Prime and them, and with using his connections and stuff, get this guy on all of these screens, let him do his thing, let him get his just due, and then he can also help recruit as he did in a big time Suge Knight type way and say, hey man, you say you're a dog. How you gonna say you're a dog and you're not coming to Colorado? What kind of dog are you? So shouts out to him for doing that. What did you think about his performance on the TV screen? Shout out to Undisputed.
Man, I loved it. I was very impressed, like you said, with just his composure and confidence, being up there on national TV. And man, I really loved his interview with Rich Eisen. I really enjoyed watching that too. I don't know if you got a chance to watch it, but like I'm just so thrilled that a kid of that caliber will want to come out here and play. And I think he's going to establish himself as a leader. And I love that, man. I'm just riding a cloud nine. Now I am wondering, Big Dog, Colin mentioned that he had a little tip that this thing could happen. Did you have any idea? Because I was completely surprised by this whole thing happening. Did you have any idea that something might have been cooking?
Oh, I knew something was cooking. I didn't know, it was the biggest thing in the available. You know what I'm saying? But I did kind of project that. I think I made a video on it, that here are the reasons why I think he should go to college.
Yeah.
I made a video on that and I put it out there. I'm not sure if you saw it or whatever, but those were my thoughts. Little bit, a couple days before he made the announcement with what he said about national championship and the 4-8 team, I didn't take a lot of heed to that. I told people, I broke down why. I didn't feel like he was talking about Colorado on that. When he put out the top 6 and didn't have Colorado in there, that kind of had me thinking. But then another one came out after that was top 7 that included Colorado. So I was still there. But on the call, when I was just sharing with everybody on the call with Neely and Coach Prime, I didn't have the news at the time when we started the call. So when Coach Prime came in all happy, I didn't know he was happy about at first until later on in the interview. You'll see I said, hold on, coach, can you let me know what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Drop the name or can you drop the name? Did I miss the news or something? Because it's 5 o'clock in the morning here. And he was like, oh, read it to him, Neely. And he read it to him. I was like, oh, we got the big fella. You know what I'm saying? So I was super happy on that. And I think that he's going to bring in a lot of other guys. And they're not going to look to just bring in him or, and he's the big fish. He might be the big fish in high school, but they're still looking to bring in guys that he's going to have to compete with coming in from the transfer portal.
Starters. And Big Dog, I mean, it's been a while since we've been able to talk about this, but what'd you think of Coach Lodeholt coming over here from Oklahoma? I mean, this is a pretty big get.
We did get
that first guy.
Yeah, we did get previewed on Coach Lodeholt coming over. He was already in-house. So a lot of people might have heard that and then saw at the award ceremony or something, they looked around and saw, well, who's the new guy here? And that's how I think Brian Howard dropped it on Twitter first. He probably saw that, okay, that got to be the guy that Coach Prime talking about. And that's why he put out there by unconfirmed sources or whatever. But he's a great addition. Former pro, played many years in the league, did a great job at it. Former All Pro, I think, but definitely starter in the league. I remember playing with him on Madden. I think he was a part of that Vikings team when they was dominant back in the day.
Brett Favre.
Brett, he protected Brett Favre and them. He also was an analyst for Oklahoma. You know, Oklahoma is always tough in the run game. He was actually born out here in Honolulu, Hawaii, according to his Wikipedia, however you pronounce it, but grew up and played at Oklahoma. So I think that's a huge addition. And it's a selling point for a guy like Big Jordan Seaton, where you have a coach who's going to be working directly with you that can tell you everything from an aspect of I've been there, I've done it. I'm you, I was you 20 years ago. I could tell you how to get to where you want to go, man. And I'm going with that guy too. So that was a great addition by Coach Prime and staff.
Man, I love it. I didn't see till now that you got to talk with Coach Prime again. So did you have a time to ask him the question about recruiting Polynesian players?
Oh, good thing you asked that. Let me see if I can cue it up and get there.
Senior say in our second.
Because I did, and what I didn't want to do was just ask specifically about and just say like, hey, are you going to recruit Polynesian players? Because at the end of the day, what I ask, hey, are you going to recruit black players? Are you going to recruit white players? Are you going to recruit, so I had to, you got to kind of frame that question in a way to where you don't want Coach Prime to just be Coach Prime and answer that thing, and then the media taking it wrong. Oh, he said, he want to get Polynesian players because they are bigger and stronger or something. That's racist. We don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I just asked them in a way of, you being on the West Coast, would it be something to consider, to kind of switch up the plan or in addition to your recruiting plan, recruiting down south, Florida guys, to also add in, West Coast guys, California guys, and then Polynesian players. So I tried to bunch it in, but, and say exactly what I wanted to say. But, he answered it by saying, he played with players from all over in college and in the pros, and he don't care where they come from. He's just looking for guys who is that guy,
No doubt.
So, if there are guys scouts out there who has Polynesian players or West Coast player connects and feel like they need to be, he ain't hard to find. That's the slogan, ain't it? I ain't hard to find. So he on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. If you got Polynesian players, you got big football guys, any type of guys who y'all feel like can help out, holler at him and send them in. You feel me?
I love it.
Yeah, but I think, let me see if I can play it. I don't know exactly where it was, but let me see.
They want their day to breathe, man. They want, you and criticize you from. I played
on a play-by-play
for several years. That's just, I know those your beginnings. Guy is from.
Some of that recruiting to more West Coast guys, more Polynesian players like you played against a lot this year, more California guys, island guys.
I don't care where the guy is from. I want the guy to be the guy. Just be the guy. I don't care where you derived from. I can't critique you and criticize you from your beginnings. But I'm a Florida boy. You got to understand, I'm a Florida boy who also resides in Texas, also resides in Boulder. Like, so the South is what I know. That's where I played college football. That's where I played in Atlanta for several years. That's just, I know those areas and I know what's there. I'm more familiar with that. So when I talk about my Florida boys, it's just, that's just who I am. So I have a lot of love for that. But I played in the NFL as well as college with guys from all over the country. And football is football, man. Guys can play it. The football, I don't care where it is, what state you're in. Football is shaped the same way. The rules are the same. So right. I just want people that can play the game and love to play the game.
That's what I'm talking about right there. And one thing he did say is football no matter what state you're in, no matter where you are, football is football. And I learned that, like I said, playing overseas and wherever, that football is football. You can find guys anywhere. So what'd you think about that answer?
Man, I love it. I hope we start to see, some Polynesian players come over here, because I think that would be really cool. we've talked about this a bunch, man. We just, being out in the Pac-12, there are other schools that have recruited, the island players a lot better than we have. And hey, we're a destination now, man. I want to get the best guy for every position, and sometimes the best guys are these Polynesian players.
Exactly, and that's what we're looking for, just the best guys at these positions. Oh my gosh, hold on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, Big Dog, I was wanting to say this too, man, about this whole Jordan Seaton thing. I think it's so funny. Why is college football always like this, man, where it's like when a kid doesn't go to the school that these fans are wanting to. I was watching some of the reactions from these Tennessee Vols, these old whites, and they were getting all mad. They're like, oh well, he's just doing this for attention. And then they're like, we don't want a bad character guy like they're at that school. And then they're like, why the hell would you ever want to play for Coach Prime? But then 5 minutes later, they're all like, I think he's just doing this all for show because he wants to be like Prime, but eventually he'll be here. All this sort of stuff. Why? What is up with college football fans and that we're like, if they don't pick your school automatically, like you're just a bad character kind of guy. Why are we always calling into question their characters, man? Just enjoy the process, pick the school you want to go to, and just shut up, man. I don't understand it, man. I don't understand the hate.
Yeah, that's what happens, man. It's the same thing. You see a girl or a guy you like, somebody. I'll just say this: you see somebody you like, and you go after them, and then next thing you know, they go like somebody else. What's the first thing people usually say? Well, I ain't like them anyway. I ain't like them anyway. Go ahead, go about your business. I go get, that's the first thing somebody will say. So, we're not worried about that. Those are the disingenuous people in the first place. The haters deep down inside in the first place that come out of them eventually. So let me see here. Coming between what? Between Big Dog and Machese, we good. Dave, you have to say pause after you call him Big. Oh man, y'all wild, man. All right, so we talked about Jordan Seaton, the recruiting. Also, as far as the plan moving forward, what do you think Coach Prime's plan is moving forward? Based off of some of the things he said, of course, he want to go after those cornerbacks, safety. He want cornerbacks from the FCS schools that are dogs that's ready to come up, that's hungry. Linebackers, grown men ready to thump. Big, tough, strong defensive linemen that can get off the block. And, of course, blue chip type, starting type offensive linemen. What do you think, and how do you think they're going to be going by this in the next coming weeks?
Big Dog, a lot of stuff that we've talked about, man. Tight ends. We don't have any tight ends still. I mean, we can't be rolling into next year just running 10 personnel, right?
Right.
Like, we can't be doing it. We probably need like 4 tight ends at least coming in here, right?
Yeah.
We need tight ends, and I just want to see the front seven, all the big guys. Like, I think it's going to be great. Maybe we bring in that wide receiver from Vanderbilt, or some of these other skill position guys. All that's great. We need to still get better at every position, right? But I'm most interested, and I think Coach Prime is probably putting the majority of the focus on making sure we get those big guys this time. Because I don't know about you, Big Dog. I mean, I wasn't paying as close attention to the portal last year, but I feel like there are better guys in there in the trenches this year compared to last year. Like, I feel like we might actually be able to get a really good haul this transfer portal season.
And
on the Lions.
I'll quote Hakeem as I usually do from Coming to America and say, "Oh yes, of course." I think, of course, there are a lot of more offensive and defensive linemen in the portal. As a matter of fact, I shall pull this up for everyone, ranking college football transfers, best 50 players in the portal. Let's take a quick look at this right quick. And it says from Tom Van Haren, ESPN staff writer, more than 2,000 college football players have entered the transfer portal since the end of the regular season. Goodness gracious. So let's look at some of the top ones. Best college football players in the portal. Number 1, Big Walter Nolan, defensive lineman, A&M. Of course, we would love to get our hands on him. Mm-hmm. What's the possibilities, do you think, though?
I think it's great, man, because we got female cheerleaders, and Texas A&M doesn't. So that right there puts us in the running.
What do y'all think the cost would be for a guy like Nolan? He's the top ranked player there. There's already by Coach Matt at Nebraska saying that quarterback costs $1.5 to $2 million. A good quarterback. What would a good D tackle cost? Matter of fact, the top one in the transfer portal cost. What would he cost? $2 million?
Man, I mean, I got no idea, man. I mean, at least $500,000, right? Based on like that's at the low end for a guy. I mean, but if he's like the number one guy in here, man, I bet he's pulling in 7 figures in his NIL deal.
I want to do these guys need agents now. Who works out these deals? Who goes in and negotiates for them? Because if I'm him, I'm like, hey, I'm the number one player here. You know what I'm saying? Over all the over all any quarterback that y'all have, right? If they're getting 1 point, I want the same thing that y'all top quarterback get. Put it like that, if not more. So now you actually negotiating as a college football player. Yeah, I think big tight end from Cincinnati is good. Let's move on down this list right quick though, as we look at the top grade. Dylan Gabriel, of course, the quarterback transferring from Oklahoma. He's rumored to go to where? Oregon, I saw.
Oregon, yeah. Oregon make a lot of sense.
Yeah. Then Cam Ward, who I like a lot, transferring from Washington State. Talked about at Ohio State. Where do you think he can go?
Well, I kind of hope he goes to Miami, but Big Dog. Pause. I did want to say I just tagged Coach Hayes in like one of those troll tweets that said Jeff Sims was transferring to Miami. I hope he fell for it.
Coach Hayes. I wonder if Coach Hayes will get on and see what he got to say now. Hateration and the holleration that he has to come with. And his camouflage onesie and his what do you call it? Pacifier mouthpiece.
Yeah.
All right. So then you got Riley Leonard, the quarterback, transferring from Duke. 6'4", 212. Junior.
He's probably going to Notre Dame, it seems like.
Okay. Yeah, several suitors, and Notre Dame is a possible destination. Okay. All right, Riley Leonard. Then you got Dante Moore, who we saw versus UCLA.
Ooh.
Freshman. He was former 5-star, I think. Background Moore was
5-star plus.
Number 2 ranked prospect in the class of 2023, a 5-star recruit out of Detroit. Originally committed to Oregon, but then flipped to UCLA and signed with the Bruins last December. Yep, he appeared in 10 games this season, 1,600 yards, 11 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, and struggled also against Colorado. Where could he end up? Dante Moore.
I thought of the idea, well, if he's okay sitting another year, why not come out here, man?
If he's okay sitting another year, why not come with Coach Prime, back up Shedeur Sanders, and he should be the man the following year, right?
Yeah.
Hey, if y'all not thinking about it, if he's not thinking about it, somebody need to get in his ear and let him know, because I think that'd be a great move for him too.
Because Big Dog, I want whoever comes here next year, or whoever takes over for Shedeur, I would ideally like them to be here for this next season, just to learn.
Makes sense. And I think Coach Prime them thinking that way too. They're looking to get a quarterback with some experience right now. And a guy like Moore would be somebody who can come in, get experience, has experience, but also he can come in and he'll have 3 years left to really develop. And 5-star guy, forget the class of 2025 guys that's coming in. I would rather have him all day. He's been through there, right? Has that high ranking. Ceiling is through the roof. Hey, man, I would probably go after him hard now after you said that, thinking about it now. Good deal. Or at least somebody like him on that caliber. But I think he might be the youngest one, ranked so high. He might be the youngest one right now that's available.
Yep.
Okay. Man, shout out to Coach Prime once again, man. Check me out on Instagram, y'all. Appreciate that. Will Howard, quarterback, transferring from Kansas State, 6'5", 242. He's a senior. So let me see. Howard is an experienced quarterback with NFL frame who will bring a dual threat aspect to any offense. So I'm sure somebody will be after him too.
All right. Princely. I like
Princely,
that first name.
Uman Million. I think that's how you pronounce it. Uman
Nice.
Million. Princely, defensive end, 6'5", 255, junior. Okay, played all in 13 games 2022, had 39 tackles, 9.5 tackles for loss, and 4.5 sacks. Led the team in tackles for loss. Okay. I think he'll be a great addition for anybody. He's just a junior also, 6'5", 255. Fits that defensive end, rush end frame. I like him. Joey Slackman, the defensive tackle from Pennsylvania, 6'4", 300, senior. Honorable mention, all Ivy selection. Here's a guy that's been on a lot of people's lists also, Trevor Etienne, a running back. And
some people are like, we don't need him. I don't care. Get him in here, man.
Get him anyway. He's like in the frame of a Dylan Edwards, yeah?
Yeah.
Probably Hankerson, 5'9", 205.
Yeah.
So he probably replace Hankerson. Etienne is the younger brother of Jacksonville Jaguars running back Travis Etienne, of course, who played at Clemson. And he played at Clemson with this guy, right? Or was he there when DJ was there? I think DJ was a backup.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, DJ Uyakalele from Oregon State, 6'4", 252, junior. Who's a highly coveted prospect out of high school in 2020. He closed Clemson and sat for his freshman season behind Trevor Lawrence before taking over the job in 2021, where he had more interceptions, 10, than touchdown passes, 9. And that's how he ended up at Oregon State. Now, after being at Oregon State and throwing for 2,600 yards and 21 touchdowns and only 7 interceptions, he is now transferring for a second time. But given that, he helped lead a ranked Beavers team and showed improvement over his time at Clemson. There should be a lot of interest. I think so, too. What do you think about DJ?
Man, I don't know where he's going to go. I imagine he might does he have to sit out, or you think he's like graduating early? Think he'll be able to play immediately?
Good question. Does it have it in here? Oh, no, he's a junior, so good question. What do you have to sit out?
Because if he has to sit out, man, I got no idea. But there are a lot of different places that have vacancies right now.
Says his former coach, Jonathan Smith, is not. Oh, yeah, because his coach left, so he might be able to. His former coach, maybe some type of a deal where he's able to. And his coach is now at Michigan State, but they said he is also going to weigh his options on the NFL draft and new college football team.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the top 10. After that, you got Grayson McCall, Alan Herron, offensive lineman, Thor Griffin, defensive tackle from Harvard, another D tackle from Middle Tennessee, 6'2", 298. Trey Moore, outside linebacker.
I think he's crystal ball to Texas.
Okay. Let me see what I was looking for, though. Where's the guy?
You see that McCord is visiting Nebraska?
The big fella?
The Ohio State quarterback, Kyle McCord.
Oh, yeah. Let them go. Not really worried about Nebraska. I think Nebraska got a curse over them for some reason. They don't want to win no ball games. They'll find a way to lose. And they got a coach in there who I think shares that same type of sentiment. You know what I'm saying? That same type of misfortune. I don't think he
say it, big dog.
I'm serious. I just think some people are just winners. Some people have a losing aura over them and about them for some reason. And you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Ogdenili also, because he made the point of Coach Prime and how all a tide would lift all boats, right? So and it kind of goes back to where Coach Prime in Colorado is of course going to be on TV. So if you're playing against them, you're on TV too. So you're getting that exposure also. Prime example, Coach Norville, which I know the name now, from Colorado State, because of the stuff he talked before the game, and then him actually playing Colorado, and then his team playing well versus Colorado, right? A shootout game that lasted into the night. But he should find a way to capitalize off that, because people know his name now because of those things. A lot of people, a lot of teams, and coaches who are probably hating on Coach Prime or doesn't like what he's doing, they probably should be liking it because it's helping everybody. More people watch college football, more possible eyes on you guys too, right?
Yeah, a lot of these coaches are dumb, man. They don't get it. And you're right. Norvell didn't capitalize on any of that. You know, he had a bad end of their season too. But man, Big Dog, I can't wait for this game in Fort Collins next year. We're gonna go and slap that Ram ass around, man. With the dogs we got, man. I'm loving it.
All right. So we got 50 top transfers in there, guys. Y'all can go check that out on the website when you get a chance to.
Is there like anybody specifically that like you're really hoping that we get in the transfer portal or recruiting, or like from high school recruiting?
Yeah, I liked I can't call the name right now, but I wonder if I can go on the transfer portal page. But the big tackle, Big Shaq, put it like this. It don't matter the names to me. I would just say it's a type and a prototype we're looking for and we're targeting on the offensive line, defensive line, such. I'll just start on the offensive line now. You got Big Seaton at the left tackle, blue chipper type guy at the left tackle. Now I would want to go find 2 more experienced left tackles that have had starting experience now. So we're not just bringing in guys because of names or the school they went to or because of size. Bring in guys who have starting experience that fits that mold and, has a mean streak about them, no matter what school they come from. So that's at the left tackle. At the right tackle, I need a big, nasty guy like Big Herman from Florida. I like Big Shaq, the high schooler, to come in and develop. I love that they're bringing in the offensive lineman from Houston, Indiana, and so on. That's who I'm looking for. Guys like that who can come in and play right now, plug and play. Because I think Tyler Brown is versatile the way he can play center or guard. So if we can't find a quality center out there, bring in Tyler Brown. I mean, slide over Tyler Brown, and we can bring in more guys who can play the guard position. I still like Connor from last year to be a force at that right guard position also. So I would try to solidify my offensive line there. You got a couple of guys coming back on that line, McCrimmon, Zelinskis, and so on, who can play backup roles and compete to get on the field and play. That's what I'm going with on the offensive line. Tight ends, I need some big body tight ends. If I have to bring in receiving tight end, I like Jaleel Skinner, who was a top tight end coming out of high school. I saw him in the Polynesian Bowl here. He didn't play it down in Miami, though. That could be scheme. That could be a lot of different things. He's more on the slimmer side of a tight end, but I think he can contribute if we were to bring a guy like him in. But overall, I like to see big blocking tight ends first, because we got wide receivers who can pass, and we already heard Coach Prime say, if we're going to pass, I'd rather the receiver be a guy who's doing it all the time, not a tight end who has to block and receive. Might as well put a wide receiver out there, in that slot. So, I'm going there. Big body tight ends, big body beef on the offensive line, and then we'll get to the defensive line there. Specifically, though, I like the defensive lineman from Michigan State. I think his name is Barrow. You pair a guy like Barrow and Walter Nolan up the middle. I know that's like a dream team combination. Not sure if we can pull that off. But if you got a guy like Barrow and Walter Nolan up the middle, man, you're talking about improvement right there. That'll be huge.
We just got to get guys who are more mean, man. And I think we're gonna get them, man. Guys that are gonna clean up, at the end of the plays. Guys who are gonna stand up for the quarterback. I mean, I loved how Jordan Seaton was saying this on the Rich Eisen show. He was saying, 2 is never gonna have to. This isn't ever going to happen again, man, where he's the most sacked quarterback or whatever. Man, I love that. But we also need guys with, they're going to play with mean streaks. They'll throw in an eye poke every now and then. If there's a dirty hit on the quarterback, those kinds of things. We need that, man. We need that kind of swagger. And with the tight ends, man, I'm really interested to see what happens. I kind of wonder, Big Dog, we might have brought this up before, but like a guy like Savell Smalls was somebody that like I was really pumped to see play this year, and then we didn't really get to see him play. But I mean, he played tight end, he played both sides of the field in high school. I mean, we got like one tight end right now, right? You think he might move over there? I don't even know who the tight end coach is, though.
Great point. We don't know who the tight end coach is right now, but Savell moving to tight end at this point in his career could be possible. I haven't seen him really move at the tight end position, but I'm one of the guys. I'm not stuck on. Oh, I've only seen you in the 3-point stance at defensive end. I don't think you can play tight end. I'm totally against that. I think he can, but I haven't seen it. I don't think they might be looking to have him do that. I think he still has potential to grow and to be a force at the defensive end position, or slide it inside the D tackle if they put some more weight on him. I think the talent is there. Somehow he was rated a 5-star. So whether he was just playing against terrible competition, he was a man amongst boys, I think it's somewhere in him, and it's just going to take a guy like Sapp maybe, or even Vincent Dancy to bring it up out of him, you know, because we need him to produce, man. We would love to see Big Savvy Smalls produce on that defensive line or anywhere on the team for that matter. You know what I'm saying? Let me see here. Let me see. Yeah, y'all get in the comments. Let us know, because we talked about Coach Prime, Jordan Seaton, recruiting, the plan. Any questions we need to answer also. If anybody wanted to come join in on the show, give their take, you can. Shout out to Run the Table Sports TV. Let me see what they said. Bama always has D linemen and O linemen that get to the league that you might not have ever heard of on the team.
Yeah.
When the team kicking ass, everybody get a look. That is true. But a lot of that goes to this. Think about this, though. Relationships. A lot of people know that if I get a player from Alabama, because I know what Nick Saban brings, I know the type of player I'm getting at the very minimum. He's going to be smart, kind of like what he said, smart, tough. He's going to be disciplined player. He's going to be a guy who has went through a lot of hard coaching and a lot of hard practices. So you know that he's going to be built for it, built by Bama, as they say. So with those relationships, or at least scouts knowing what they're going to get from this type of program, I think that's what Coach Prime is trying to do also. He has plenty of relationships, vast relationships, probably more than anybody else in football. So now they're going to know that when Coach Prime says this guy can play in the league, we can count on that. We can bet that. We know what system he's coming from. And that's what's going to help a lot of guys get that opportunity.
Yes. Big Dog, I had another question for you with your Coach Prime interview.
Okay.
On Wednesday, when you asked him about the offensive line coach and the offensive coordinator, now he talked about Pat Shurmur, man, but I kind of took those comments as like, Pat Shurmur's not going to be the guy, but he was saying, hey, like, just because I'm not picking Pat Shurmur to be my OC doesn't mean that he's a bad coach. He's still somebody that I think is a good coach and that I respect. That's kind of how I was taking his comments. But I know that, that's a lot different than if you just read them surface level, how they come up. How did you interpret his answer to your question?
Yeah, I heard, or I saw someone post and say, in code, that means that right now Shurmur is the guy, but I'm still interviewing other guys. And if nobody knocks it out of the park, then Shurmur will still be the guy. I read that and I was like, it kind of makes sense, because you don't want to say, no, he's not the guy, or whatever, and then you bring him back. You don't want to say, yeah, he is the guy, but I'm interviewing other guys. I'm still open to someone else. You don't want to say, I would love to have Byron Leftwich, and then Leftwich mess around and it doesn't work out. Now you got to you don't want to say that. You want to say, I got my guy. He said it. He said it correctly. I have my guy. Shurmur's there. He's a great coach. A lot of people give him a bad rap because they go read, he got fired here, he got fired there, this didn't work out. He also worked with some great quarterbacks also, and they had some of the best years of their career when he worked directly with them. Donovan McNabb, what's the kid? Sam Bradford. They had their best years with Shurmur. The years where he didn't succeed and he got fired was years he didn't have a good quarterback. Years that he was going through quarterback transition. Eli Manning was on the way out and David Jones on his way in. Anybody probably would have got fired in that situation. So that's what I'm thinking. And I think, his philosophies, his things, that his concepts, I think can be successful at CU.
I gotta wonder though, Big Dog. Like, if you're in his situation, okay, like how I don't know. I think he's gonna be on the staff. I wouldn't be surprised if he's has some sort of like offensive coordinator tag or something like that. I don't know. But like, how would you feel if someone can, if you were Pat Shermer, right? But you're Coach Big Dog, Coach Chico. He says, Coach Chico, I love you, man. You're a great coach. But man, I got these 3 other guys that I want as my offensive coordinator before you, man. But if I strike out on all those guys, you're my guy. Like,
well,
like, you think he's cool with that?
I'm not sure if a coach would say that outright, even though, okay, put it like this. I would say this. I would say if I'm that, like you said, if I'm that in that position, I would know that it's business, dog. I would know that college football is a business on top of business, on top of business. And I know that he's trying to do the best for himself, his program, and his sons. Yeah, he called me in to do a job. I came in, I did it the best I could shorthandedly. He obviously believes in me. But moving forward, he's in a position right now, kind of like a fork in the road, where he's gonna have to go either with me or go ahead and go and pick one of those 3, like you said, that he really want to go with.
Mm-hmm.
Shermer has been through this 30 years. He knows that this is business. Big Dog Chico would have came in there with the same mindset. I know that this is business, and I know what we did this year also. I know the improvements we made when I was the offensive coordinator or play caller. But also, I know what we did at the end of the year also. And if the man want to go in a different direction, I can't be mad at him, dog. That's how I would look at it. But I would also say my pitch would be, hey, coach, I came in, I basically called plays using this man's concepts. Here's my concepts. Here's what I feel like can be improved. Here's what I would have done more of. Here's what I want to implement in the spring with Shedeur Sanders and the offense. This is what I think can be better. I would make a pitch for him and say, hey, man, what you saw at the end of the year, that's just me trying to, work with what was given to me, the playbook that was given to me. I was making calls that I wouldn't normally make based off this playbook. So, if I'm Coach Prime, I probably would have handled it the same way, man, because you have to be open to any type of improvement at any time, at any position. And if you got guys, as he said, it's people calling him from all over the country wanting to come help. But once again, this goes back to that word relationships. He's not just going to bring in anyone just because you want to come in and help. He's going to bring in someone that he either had a former relationship with, or I got a relationship with someone he's very close to, and he can vouch for you and let me know how you will be in that foxhole when it gets hot.
Yeah. Yeah. He needs somebody that he can trust. And so that's, I mean, we've probably talked about it before. There are a lot of other guys I'd rather have, before Pat Shermer, but we're just going to have to see, man. Byron Leftwich, I'm interested in that. Coach Bartoloni, or maybe just, Coach Prime was saying that he's here or whatever. So maybe it's just, he's here in secret. We don't know who he is yet. And he's coming over from another school or another program. It's just going to be interesting to see how it all plays out. But, I feel like if Pat Shermer was the guy, like if they're just going to run with him, kind of like you said, he just would come out and said it, just like Coach Loholt, man. But there's something going on, or he's trying to, tease another surprise.
Yeah, I just think that, is in a situation where he's open right now. The guy, he's the incumbent, so to speak, but it's still open right now. Everybody is kind of up for openings right now. And we just got a new offensive line coach. Don't have a tight ends coach technically, at least it's been named yet. Running back coach is still there. Wide receivers coach still there. Who's going to run this offense? I need that to be definite, and I need to be confident with it. And, if none of these other guys work out, because that's what you have to do. You will have to still interview for the job positions and hire the best candidates still yet, no matter who's in there. You know what I mean? If you want to be a successful business or team or organization, whatever it is, you should probably be always open to bringing in someone else and kind of holding the fire to the person who's in that position so that he don't feel like he's comfortable. He knows that, damn, this coach is always looking to replace me.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you get the best performers out of those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, man. Let me see.
I did have
Go ahead. Shoot.
I had another question. My brain's going everywhere, man. Have you had a chance to watch the first 2 episodes of the Coach Prime
All right, so
show?
I watched the first one and I got through half of the second one, I think. But amazing. You know what I mean? Because I look at things from a filmmaking production point of view, kind of speak, so to speak. And I think I'm looking at the camera quality, the camera shots, things like that. So I think the production quality was amazing. And then they picked certain players to follow and stay with during the ups and the downs of the season. So I think that helps the players get to be humanized or people to see them handling situations, whether they're good or bad. That helps out their draft stock or professional stock, wherever they're going. People can understand their background and how they handle things during adverse times. So I think this is going to be great for recruiting. Great for Coach Prime to reflect on to see what he might need to improve on himself. Everybody in there, they can see themselves and see what they can improve on. But as far as recruiting goes, you should be like, damn, they got a documentary going on during the bowl season. People are going to be watching them during the spring. This is 365.
But if you want this exposure, that means you've got bad character according to all the other schools. So I want the worst character guys here.
What? That means you got bad character? What do you wait?
I'm just going back to those guys from the Vols podcast, man. They're saying, man, I don't want a guy that's going to go announce his commitment on national television. He's obviously got bad character. So, I mean, just give me all the guys with bad character, man. Let's just go win a national title with the worst of the worst.
Okay, I got you. I was slow motion on that one.
No, you're good, man. It's Friday.
It was all guys. Yeah, it is Friday. Happy Aloha Friday out there. Yes, indeed. I forgot it's Friday. I got some
Happy Hanukkah to all who are celebrating.
Happy
Hanukkah season.
L'chaim, as I hope that's right. That's what I heard on a comedy show. So I'm just repeating what I heard. 25 and long way away. So Coach was right. You feel me? 25 and long. Okay.
Oh, class of 25.
Yeah. I'm low-key anxious for episode 3, Coach Prime season 2, which I could binge watch. Yeah, I think they uploaded 2 episodes so you can watch the first 2. And then
now they're going to give you a cameo, Big Dog. You think in episode 3 when they get to the Nebraska game because you were out there protecting Shedeur, and all that. I mean, we've seen Colin.
You saw Colin? I didn't. You saw Colin on which one? The second episode?
The second episode, just very briefly. They gave him kind of 2 nice little shots of that smile.
Yeah, I didn't. I guess I didn't get to that point. But shout out to him for getting on there. You know what I mean? But that's one thing I know about cameras. If you're in the area or the vicinity, just like when they're covering Travis Hunter's Polynesian Bowl game, I see myself in a couple shots or whatever. No, it's not a clear shot, but I see myself in them. So I don't know. You might see me in the Nebraska shots. I didn't get any emails or something for clearance or anything like that. So, I don't think I'm in there or anything like that. Nor do I expect to be.
I hope you are. I hope you are, man.
Or I'll definitely screenshot myself. That's me. You see that house right there? I was in it. I was inside. That's me. You see the car? You see that car that rolled by? That was me on the passenger side.
Yeah, man. They gotta give y'all the hookup, man. But I don't think I've seen RJ Young in there either. So trying to think, man. Yeah, you and RJ. They gotta give you guys some love here at some point in the season.
Man, I got all the love and more love than ever expected. So you know what I mean? Whatever I appreciate. I'm appreciative. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said Big Dog remind me of Samuel Jackson. Samuel Jackson? What you say, mother? Damn, snakes on this plane. You heard what the man said, giving away counterfeit swag cards and cookout passes. Huh? Sunshine up here. Thick Vegan Afro. I heard 6 episodes. Yeah, I think they're going to be playing over the next 5 weeks, the Coach Prime episodes. So y'all check them out when you get a chance. Also, let me see here. One more thing I would like to address from some of these comments. The loss of Coach Williams is major in recruiting, but as you just said, Big Dog, the docuseries during bowl season can make up for. Yeah, it can, make up for. It's going to help reach some people that you probably would normally reach. There's going to be somebody somewhere that's going to be watching these games that had nothing to do with Coach Prime, and then they're going to see a Shiloh and Shadur Google ad, and they're going to be like, "Damn, these guys popping up everywhere." Positively or negatively. Whether you can see people on Good Morning America, parents watch Good Morning America, wherever they are, somehow we're seeing Coach Prime, the Sanders name or Colorado name popping up. And I like that.
I love it.
A young Morgan Freeman. No, you didn't.
Man, the chat's on fire, man. Y'all are crazy today, as always.
Let's hear y'all best Big Dog Chico and Dave joke. Your best Dog and Dave joke. Go. Your best Dog and Dave joke. Go. Who Big Dog look like? Who Dave look like up in here? What other person?
One time I got Machine Gun Kelly, man. I don't know about that though, man. Is it just because I'm like a skinny, tatted up white boy? Is that why?
Man, I done got Tyler. Who else? Oh, Tyler Perry, Jim Jones, Capo status B. I don't know how they got me Jim Jones. Michael Strahan with the Gap. They said Hollywood Chico. Big Dog Chico, you Hollywood now, Big Dog. Yeah, how am I Hollywood? What am I Hollywood about? People, man, I ain't gonna say. Everyone seems to have zero say.
Dave looks like Mr. Peanut.
Coming to America, Samuel Jackson. Okay, all right.
Okay.
The one where he came up in there and tried to rob her, but I got to get the lines. Nothing is better than having a top comment recruit commit on ESPN. Exactly. Chico, is there a movie you don't know? There's a lot of them I don't know, but the ones I do know, I know them.
Hey, you see that trailer for that new Snoop Dogg football coach movie? Looks hilarious.
I didn't see the trailer yet, but I did see, and shout out to Smack Entertainment and Constance Schwartz Marini also, but I did see the, what do you call it, the artwork for it, I guess, the thumbnail. And man, that's gonna be crazy. Yeah. The funniest part about it is Mike Epps in the back with the Dickie suit on in the in the thing over his show. Mike Epps and Snoop Dogg. That's gonna be funny. I can't wait to see that one. Mike Epps, super funny.
Oh man!
All right, here we go. David like Mr. Peanut. White. Is he white?
Machine Gun Kelly. He's white, right?
Exclusive Chico. Hold on. Come on now. Y'all got to get better than this. Y'all got any that's going to make a boy laugh as we're a few minutes over the 8 hours?
Oh, I have got the shaggy one, Justin King, especially when my hair was grown out, as a teenager. People just thought I was high all the time. Am I?
I stay high all the time. Big Dog Chico, you were just on fries. Now you're washing lettuce. So now you ignore my comments. Oh, thick vegan Afro, come on now. See. Last week I was on fries. Now wait, what? I think he was washing lettuce at first. Now I'm on the fries. Yeah. Next week I'll be.
Oh, hey, Big Dog. I'm just I'm interrupting this, but it's a joke that I've been saying. I've had to say it in front of you, based off of like everything that was happening earlier at the end of the week when we had these no-name Colorado Buffs that I ain't even heard of that were on that One Gentleman show that I don't care about. But man, can we say it's safe to say that Jordan Seaton does not care, or he is totally okay with taking his shoes off to walk on white carpet? Where is the crime in that?
Lord, you got to take your shoes off to walk in. Yeah, take your shoes off before you come in my house. Side note, you go into any house in Hawaii, you're going to take your shoes off at the door. You know what I mean? I don't even feel right walking with shoes inside of a place now because of that. It's a cultural thing in some places, but with Coach Prime, it's an obvious thing. He got white carpet. That's I think that's, you know what? I think that's a hood thing, dog. I think that's a hood thing.
Well, what I was saying is, Big Dog, is that, I mean, I don't know if I can speak for all white people, but how I was raised, man, we mess up carpet, man. It doesn't matter what color it is, man. We just drag that shit in there from whatever shoes, we're not taking off, man. That is just what we do.
And see, let me speak on the black side, on the hood side, whatever. Hey, man, take your shoes off when you come on my good carpet or when you go in my good room. Don't even sit on the couch. I don't want your blue jeans stains on my couch. I don't know where you've been sitting at before you came in here. None of that. Robin Big. I used to love Robin. People, let me tell you about my best friend.
Robin Big. That's the best one.
I used to watch Robin Big every damn day, dog. MTV. Shouts out to Rob Dyrdek and R.I.P. the Big, man. Big was from Mississippi. Shouts out to man. Robin Big. But yeah. Definitely, man. I think that's a no-go. You ain't walking on my carpet, especially some nice, expensive white carpet like Prime got. You saw he was getting no Shadur for standing up eating some chocolate. I know you dropped that chocolate on my carpet. You dropped that damn chocolate on my carpet, dog. It's gonna be me and you.
But man, yeah. I mean, I wonder how much they got paid to talk about that carpet, man. I just wonder that.
Oh, so I'll say this real quick. And I'll ask you about Matt McChesney also in a minute. But those guys who was on there, one of the guys, Carey, Eogan Carey or Oren Carey, I pronounce his name. He hit me up this summer wanting me to do the interview with him. I'm like, bro, I'm not bringing you on my show just so you can talk bad about Colorado and Coach Prime, dog. I told him.
Did you even watch the show, man? You even watch the show?
Who's that? The comment? Oh, hold on, let me see.
No, Carey, the guy who was hitting you up to just come on here and.
Yeah, that was earlier this summer. That was like I think May, right? So I don't know. I guess he just felt like he can come on my show and do that. I don't know. Did he think I was Jason Whitlock or somebody? I don't know, but I know that I was like, bro, I don't want to hear none of that stuff, dog. You got to let go. Move on, bro. Move on.
I thought we were past all this. And Coach Prime isn't the only one that tells players that they suck and they got to go. And he doesn't even say it that way. I'm just paraphrasing.
You want to go sit up and talk about somebody like it's going to help you get another position. Dog, go work out. Go make you some film. And send it to everybody you can send it to, dog. There ain't no excuse nowadays. Back in the day, I had to make VHS copies and mail them out to the schools I wanted to go to, bro. So you can't tell me you can't do that nowadays where you can digitally send out hundreds of emails with a click of a button. I can reach all the schools now. I had to take my pick with my 5 or 6 VHS tapes that I had to send them out to specific. There's a big chance I'm sending this to Georgia or I'm sending this to wherever, They ain't want to sit up here and talk. Coach Prime kicked us out. As a matter of fact, he has a rug in the front of his door that says, did I call what it said? Did I tell you to come here? Or did I call you? Or did I invite you here? Whatever it was, is in front of his door. Never seen a sad case.
But speaking about it, man, Matt McChesney was pissed about that today. If you caught his show, I was listening to it a little bit when I was working today, and he said he's going to go on there. He's going to go on there and give him a piece of his mind. So y'all get your popcorn ready. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get the show that we wanted, man.
I think his show already came on for the day, right?
Well, he was on like last week. Obviously, that was before I got the chance to talk to him. But I guess he's planning to go on again soon. So,
that's his.
That should be must see TV.
That's 6 hours ago. So, shout out to him for doing his thing on his podcast.
Yeah, y'all go check that one out today. It was
check it out when you get a cheers nine.
It was awesome.
Check it out when you get a McChesney chance. How about that? That's cold-blooded. 0 to 60. Shouts out to him and the things that he's doing. Oh, I thought I was showing it to you, so I guess I wasn't showing it, was I?
Oh, yeah.
I was just looking at it myself. I thought I was showing it. Hold on, let me show it at least. Check that out right there. If y'all don't know, 0 to 60 is his podcast.
Yeah, Dewey was in there. He said he's going to blow him up.
All right. Well, I'll check that out. Also, if you haven't already, check out the interview with myself, Uncle Neely, and Coach Prime. And we've got another 18-minute second part 2 dropping tomorrow on the pregame show page. Check that out. And then I'll eventually share some clips on my page.
Are you going to be doing like a regular thing with Neely now?
I would just stay tuned.
Come on, give us the tea. Give us the tea, big dog.
Give you the tea or the coffee right now. We're still working out the contract issues. I want $37 million to come on.
Let's go, man. You know, yeah. You need your NIL too,
man. Shoot, man. I'll wake up early, like I did the other morning, just to conversate, dog. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, I'm good for. Y'all stay tuned. More and more to come, though. That is true. More and more to come. Y'all just stay tuned for that. Whatever I can reveal, I will reveal when it's time to reveal it. Until then, though, Dave, go ahead, sign out. Let us know, anything, where you can find you at, how you want to sign out and give your last wishes, whatever it is.
And I was just going to say, guys, it's been a wild, few weeks. I love all you guys. But, man, I got to call somebody out. I'm going to call somebody out. Where are all the trolls, man? I mean, y'all have been around the last 2 months. You're throwing all the shade in the comments, raining on our parade when we're down bad, when we're getting beat, when we're losing these single-digit games. And I mean, man, we get seen, man, they're all gone. Where are our trolls, man? I expect better of you. But at the end of the day, the man, what's the saying, man? The black and gold ain't entrusted for the weak-minded, or whatever the hell, man. I should know the saying, but I don't have it. I want the trolls. Where are you guys at, man? So you can find me at David Talks Buffs.
Bow. David Talks Buffs. Check him out when you get a chance. Big Dog Chico, will you be working with? See you via YouTube. He was offered the job. Congrats. Who was offered the job? Talking about me?
Ooh, hey, she's just dropping some inside info here. Do we have some breaking news to report? Big Dog Chico moving to Boulder.
That's news to me. Nah, man, we good, man. Full of double standard Savage going to Whitlock today, actually. Okay, we'll check. Chico, you and Neely should do a regular collab. Yeah, I like that too. Y'all put it in the comments on the pregame show page. Y'all get on there and say, yo, we need to do this over and over again, because you got other people in the comments also saying that, y'all don't never need to do this again. So if y'all support it, you know what I mean? Get in the comments and say, hey, yeah, let's do it again.
There were people saying that didn't need to happen.
They were saying that other people need to be on there, this, that, and the other. Of course, you know what I mean? They don't want to see they don't want to see me smiling on no screen nowhere.
Hey, Big Dog, no shame in cheesing, man. No shame. Yeah, people make fun of me all the time for just cheesing, making funny faces. People, when I got to interview Matt, everybody was just posting memes of what my face looks like when I'm on there and I'm all excited. What I do, man, I think it's hilarious, man. Just keep doing you, man. There's nothing wrong with smiling. We need more smiling people in the world, man. Enough with this resting bitch face.
Right, man. Hey, man, anybody out there, if y'all thinking about doing a YouTube, if y'all worried about getting on screen or worried about what somebody's saying to you, let me tell you something. First of all, it's somebody out there that look worse than you do. All right. And they on here doing their thing. You feel me? So you to work, I don't look right today. I don't look right yesterday. I don't look right. Listen, man, people talking about, Chico, why you wore a wrinkled up black shirt when you was talking to Coach Prime? They don't even know the backstory.
Why you got pictures of another man's kids on your background?
Why your hair look like that? Why you got 32 big teeth that look like baby shoes? Why you whatever? I done heard them all, dog. Trust me. Where I come from, it's like I came from the land of comedians. So I've been hearing jughead jokes since I was, you know what I'm saying?
I get the why the long face. That's what I always get.
I got that too. Why your face so whatever? Listen, man, why your face the way it is? You had no say so over it. It was somebody up above that did it all. He did it for a reason, and you better learn to get comfortable in your own skin.
Well, God, what the hell, man? What the hell?
Hey, man, trust me. Somebody out there love your face. You feel me? Whether she in the house with you or she on the other end of this computer looking like, I love to see him on here. You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
But for the Twitter fingers out there, take that with a grain of salt, like my coach used to say. For the ones who saying, "Ooh, I love him. He's so this, he's so that," take that with a grain of salt, like my coach used to say. For the ones who saying he's terrible, he's this, he's that, he can't do this, he'll never do that, take that with a grain of salt, like my coach used to say, because at the end of the day, it don't mean nothing.
That's right.
It means absolutely nothing. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. You got to have something if you want to get with me. Oh, now, J&J, I appreciate you. See, like she said, love me some Chico. I can take that and I can go put it in my pipe and smoke it and live the rest, go all day, and think I'm the shiz now. And then somebody knock me off of that. Or I could take it and stay even kill and go on about mine. You know what I mean? But if I'm going to take that like this, that means I'm going to have to take the bad like that too. And I don't never want the bad to get me that far down. So I feel like that's my piece of advice for everybody out there, man, based off the things that I went through throughout my life. Thanks. You understand? Shouts out to GWC Project. Shout out to Lakewood. Shout out to the 27 SEL. Shout out to Cellmount. Shouts out to Pine Glen. Shouts out to the base. I know that's the same thing. Shouts out to East Selma, West Selma, North Hollywood, the whole South Side, the whole, like I said, man, that right there. You feel me?
That's right. The shout out to the old whites from Tennessee. It's only getting worse from here, baby.
Give them a shout out once again. The what?
To the old whites from Tennessee. It's only getting worse from here, baby.
Stop there, run them likes up. The old whites from Tennessee, Dave just called you out.
They're in their feelings, man. Go smoke some cigarettes, man.
Go smoke you some
Numb
cigarettes.
That pain.
Go smoke you some cigarettes and drink you some Bud Light.
Yeah, it's Coors out here, man.
Oh, they drink Bud Light or Natty Ice. They drink that natural ice.
Natural light, disgusting.
The natural ice is water beer in a can. Watered down beer in a can that they sell to you. Unbelievable. Dave, they laughing at. They said Dave is hilarious. Straight up. Oh man. All right. Final shout outs, man. All right. So I'm gonna give a couple shout outs real quick. Baby girl, shout out to you. Dewey, shout out to you. Trader Texas Truth, shout out to you. Miss Mel, Stanford, nah. Mac ENT once again, always checking in. Pit Marine, Ray up in here, Carl last up in here. Where's TB? Where's Rawhide Media? Not Rawhide Media. Rawhide was in here. Where's TB that be on Rawhide Media? That's what I want to come up here. He said, Chico, man, I met with you.
He's always on one, man.
Chico, I mess with you, dog. You from Bama too, but dog, you can't be going on that with no regular t-shirt, dog. I can't mess with you on that right there, big dog. I can't mess with you on that right there, big dog. Big dog. Big dog, we pro for Bama, big dog, but you can't be going on that talking about no goddamn starstruck because you watching Prime, big dog. Come on, big dog. You can't be doing that, bit. Boy, I was laughing so hard at TV, man.
Man, TB is hilarious, man. He's so whiny sometimes. I love it.
Funny, dog. He needs to have his own damn show.
He does. And then I went to his channel, man. And all he was doing was like posting clips of Charleston White.
Okay, so that makes sense then. That makes sense. He sound like a Charleston White little cousin. That my cousin, big dog. I'll tell you, that my cousin, big dog. Charleston White, my cousin, big dog. You from Alabama, big dog. You can't be doing that, big dog. You can't be going on there interviewing Coach Prime, big dog, with your hair like that, big dog, with your face like that, big dog. Big dog, you gotta get better, big dog. God damn.
Man, when they were all talking about it, I said, Prime, Prime's got to show up, man. To the panel, answer the questions from the real people on that panel that are saying that they know how to do these interviews. They know how to ask these real questions.
I heard somebody say, so if you was on the panel, what question would you ask? Shit, I
love it, man.
I would have said shoe coat. Since shoe coat, freezing up. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, see there, you got to be ready, dog. Can't be just
Man,
talking about
I loved it, Big Dog. I love that channel or that panel, and I got a kick out of it, man, when you pulled up and you started posting those comments. But man, sometimes, man, you just gotta surprise them. You gotta surprise them when they're not expecting it. Just show up, man, and let it fly, baby.
I told Raw how see, I was supposed to go on there on the day, but I got the call from Neely and Coach Prime, so I was like, damn, I got other stuff to do. I'm not gonna go in here and talk smack. So I just went on there, and, got my Twitter fingers on. You know what I'm saying? Let them know I was listening in. But then also, what it reminds me of when you listen to other people on live and stuff like that, and then they hit you with the pull up. I said, damn, see, I always can compartmentalize and go back and pull out of my life experiences. And this only reminds me of when you come home from college, and I guess everybody don't have that, but you come home from college, being a college football player, you always gonna have your people in your hood and say, hey, dog, you in town? Pull up then. Pull up on us, dog. Pull up and holler at us. Or if you got a problem with somebody in another hood, I bet you won't pull up then. Pull up. So point I'm saying is, I've been told to pull up my whole life, dog, for a long time. You feel me? I done had to turn down some pull-ups my whole life, and I had to deal with the consequences of, oh, big dog, you come to town, you don't even holler at your boys in the hood, huh? So I thought about it right there. I said, damn, they keep telling, pull up, big dog, pull up, so they could talk all over you and make you look crazy. So I said, I'm gonna listen in first so I can understand the characters and who's here, who's in that hood. I'm gonna ride through the hood first. You feel me? I ain't just gonna pull up and then get ambushed. Not your dog. What? It's big dog stuff, man. I'm not riding through that thing and just getting ambushed.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna ride through there in a car that you don't even know is mine.
Well, what I'm saying is you and Coach Hayes, you guys run through there, man. You guys text me and I'll show up too, man. We'll all show up on Rawhide Show and get chat.
It's all love.
That would be hilarious.
It's all love, and all of us as content creators gotta, whether go on each other's show or collaborate or just show love or whatever. Because guess what? Just like Neely showing love to me, or I show love to Dave, or Dave show love to Rawhide, or whatever else. It's all relationships. It's all connections. It's no hate anywhere, and it really shouldn't be it's no competition. It's no adversaries. It's no enemies. Because just because they subscribe to my page don't mean that they're gonna unsubscribe from my page to go to your page. No, they'll subscribe to both. You know what I mean? So it's growth on both ends and both sides. So it's all love, dog. Shouts out to Rawhide. I should be on there Monday. Y'all get ready for it. I told him, hey, I'm coming Monday so you can tell your people. Tell all of them come through the hood. Big dog riding through that thing. You know what I'm talking about? Big dog ride through. So I'll be there. Dave could be there. Coach Hayes can be there. And anybody else in that thing. I'm coming through. Shout out to my dog TB, Rawhide, and whoever else.
Hey, Big Dog, can we get on with Coach Hayes sometimes, man? I liked it when he pulled up and we did that panel with the three of us, man.
For sure. Let me see when we go on again. And that's next Tuesday. 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. We got the prime debate. I offered him to do a special edition of it since Jordan Seaton's signed. He said, nah, I'm good. I don't want to
do the Jeff Sims to Miami version of it.
Bomarooski. My bad. I'm just playing. All right. So that's what it is, man. We supposed to been off this thing about a half an hour ago. We just on here talking. Shouts out to my young bull out there. All of them. All my young bulls. I said I'm gonna get it right. I'm gonna get the accent right, and I'm gonna say it right eventually. Let me see. John the Liquidate. See, and then they was called that man.
See, they're always gonna pit us against each other.
Yeah. Then they was calling that man another name, like Skip Bayless do when he called Westbrick. That's disrespectful, dog. You can't call that man no John the you know what I mean? The dater, what they called him. But they're gonna have a name for me too. They're gonna call me whatever dog Chico. But I'm gonna take that with a grain of salt, dog. I'm not gonna pull up to your hood and say, hey, I'm jumping out on everybody. Don't work like that.
Hey, I got another shout out, Big Dog. Shout out to Guru, man. Shout out to Guru. You know who Guru is?
The guru I know, RIP guru from the legendary rap group Gangstar. Have y'all know that? Put it in the comments. But no, who's Guru?
Dude, Guru was this guy, man, on Twitter that hopped up into one of my group chats that I'm in, man. And he started saying from Wednesday night how Jordan Seaton was going to commit and how he was going to do it and all this stuff. And I was like, nah, man. I was like, you don't know. You don't know. You're just like all these other faceless trolls that are saying they know. And everything he did came to fruition. So I opened up my Jordan Seaton commitment party with apologizing to Guru, man. He told me it was going to happen. Guru knows, man. I think Guru's Peggy, man. Peggy, she's in the know. She's got a mouth. She wants to talk her shit.
Shouts out to him. Let me see. Big Dog coming through for Raw. Pause. Season win the Buff Awards.
Hashtag Guru Gang.
Hey, we got to get them Buff Awards off. We got to get them off. Yeah, we got to get them off next week. We got to.
We got to.
We get them off.
I accidentally put that in the title, y'all. I'm sorry. I was coming late from a meeting at work. Wasn't thinking.
We'll get it in next week. Brian Chico and Rawhide should be good. Coach Hayes is scared. Chico and the Man. Shouts out to the old TV show, Chico and the Man, back in the day. I had this old lady in projects. Every time she saw me, and I can't remember her. I remember her face, but I never saw her face much because she always spoke to me behind the screen, though. And she'll see me playing. She said, there go Chico and the Man. I used to always look around like this. What the hell she talking about Chico and the Man? And then she told me later that was the name of an old TV show, Chico and the Man. All right.
Hey, I got another shout out, Big Dog. I'm sorry I'm taking your time, man, but I want to shout out our friendly / sassy friend of the show, Mike, in the comments, our Cornhusker fan that's always in here and on the chat. And I got to say, man, I can't wait for the Buffs to go into Lincoln, take over that stadium, baby, get that win another big bet on Nebraska, baby. We're going to shuck that corn now.
Go to shuck that corn in Nebraska. Hey, baby. Hey, Buffs Best YouTube content creator. What are they talking about? Let me see. I need the OC to be announced already. Nebraska.
I wish it was me, man. I wish it was me. But Coach Prime's smarter than that.
All right, I'll be there in a second. All right, I got to get to this stuff right here I got going on, man. Hey, thank y'all for tuning in. This has been another segment of the one and only Dog and Dave. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Dave's page, David Talks Buffs. Subscribe to your dog, Big Dog Chico, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and so on. All right, we got more coming next week. Buff Awards. All right.
Let's go Buffs.
Let's go Buffs. We up and about this name. Peace in the middle. Yeah.